Hello, Kingdom. How are you? I hope you are having a wonderful day. If you are in the Pacific Northwest like me, I really hope that you're keeping... Oh, that part of that crystal just broke off. Huh. That's crazy. Part of the crystal just broke off. That's insane why I just picked that up here. Anyway, I hope you are keeping yourself cooled down. It is very warm here now in our heat wave. But a heat wave would cause friction. And a heat wave is only going to cause more growth. You know, the light coming into your crystal, your third eye. I see what's going on here. So either way, y'all, we are going to do a collective kingdom reading for this LIONSGATE portal that has just opened up, this beautiful ascension period. And it's even more powerful than before because it's year 2022. 222 was only going to fuel this 88. August 8th is its peak. However, it has just opened yesterday and it's going to be open a little bit further than August 8th itself. We're right now in the pre-shadow, go into this current position of the spectrum of the ascension, and then it's going to peak, and then it's going to start to descend into that post-shadow. Also, as of right now, through August 8th, all readings 111 are $8.88. So if you would like to book a reading, just let me know. We will put the information in the comment boxes for you. If you could just cash app your $8.88 to me, and then we will move on forward from there, and it will be amazing and it will be so much fun. There's so much growth to have, so why not just take a chance, and we will transmit your energies for you. All right, let's see, Lord, what's going on with this collective kingdom? LIONSGATE portal 88. I love it so much. There's just so much to gain. So much to gain in a portal. I feel like I'm just off. Like I'm just off. Like I'm just like, oh, you know, I feel like you understand that things are coming and things are going to be changing and you're kind of ready for it. Like you're all here for this new ascension, because if not, you're only going to continue descending yourself down. And that's not what we want for you. No, thank you. No bueno. All right, Lord. Ooh. You guys, he has not called the secret card for a long time, so I'm super excited. It's going to be this one right here. All right, secret card there. All right, Lord, 222 right there. See how we said that 2022 is only going to bring more further potential for this 88. Wow, Lord, I love that. Let's see. Ooh, what's that one? What's going on? Knight of Cups in the negative, 234. Ascension, moving forward away from a person. 9 of Wands, exactly. Okay, this it's past trauma, it's past pain, past experiences. However, honey, in the future, there's no room for the past, and in the future, you're not able to continue growing or allowing yourself to breathe. Really, I feel as if there's just so much suffocation going on from one person in your heart here. This Knight of Cups, it's a negative. It means this is depolarizing energy. This means that this is not serving you, and all it's doing is really serving your anxiety. This is a 9 of Wands, so we have this 9 that's divisible by itself over and over and over and over and over on one part of the paradigm. However, 321, there's that dissension. We have to take into consideration, well, if there's a 9 of Wands, I'm also going to have a 9 of Twos, a 9 of Swords right there in the back, but I also have to have 9 of Fours, 9 of Pentacles in order to meet it. 333 is coming right here. So what is it that we're missing? This 9 of Threes. This Knight of Cups energy, whether it's a woman or a male, you guys read also the energies, the person that you desire to come in, the person that you want to come in and say, you know what, I fucked up, I'm sorry, I need to come in and make things right. They don't feel that way, honey, only you do. And this is what it's harboring. It's because it doesn't belong to you. It's no longer going to serve you. And what happens when you're able to ascend, when you're able to accept it? Okay, they don't, wow, look at that, it just went right back in the pile like they were nothing. It went right back in the pile, done and finished, time to move on. Let's shuffle more cards here, 411. Let's bring in more hope, more faith, more love. Because if I continue focusing on this, I don't get the rest of the pile. If I continue focusing on this, my crystal's gonna break. When we take this, because that was negative depolarizing, what happens when we decide to move on? 432 was just there. Do you not see all the ascension and descension? Like, this is just this whole polynomial sphere of you, honey. Here's your root. And then let's project this funnel out. 444. Let's project this funnel out. And then the eye is right here. the alpha and the omega, but it also is the alpha to the omega. It has to continue going back. So as this 9 is continuing to go, it's just holding you back in your tower, honey. Well, it can't ascend out and further to bloom your tree up. And what's going to happen when you do? Look at the anxiety's gone. Your own true messages of self-love are going to come in above your water, 511, above what you are suffering over. This person's energy, the lack of their energy. You have the opportunity to see the other side of that and say, you know what, I can give myself this messages of love. I can give myself this investment. I want to love myself. And then if this happens in the 5D, honey, because your tree is starting to bloom in the opportunity, it's only going to further ascend out while it's still coming back in that first eye, back to your root, to renew you and fill you over and over. This huge petal, this huge flower of life. And then when 5D happens, it's only going to be projected into the 3D. It would have to. It has to. Okay. Let's see what else is here, Lord. With this Knight of Cups and this Knight of Wands, he's still being very truthful and consistent between Wands. 555 is right here around the corner. Things need to change. With these Wands and these Cups, well, Wands is 1 and Cups is 3. So this present area that you are sitting in this funnel that's holding you down, honey, is a tornado of interference of mental thoughts. And if we have 9 of Wands, we have 10 of Wands right there. It's just right there. It's on the back. You can't see it because of the stars and the illusion that you're thinking is true. But it's right there, the ending to your suffering. So then you can move on in the water. And if we have 9 of Wands, we'd have to have 10 of Wands, which means we'd have to have 9 of Cups and 10 of Cups. And then that 11 of Cups is going to come in right before this. So do you see how 9, 10, 11, things are ending for a reason? They have already ended, and now it's just trying to get you to move your wheel forward and get to move your path in the right direction, because all it's going to do is continue dividing you down. Away from yourself, away from your true potential, and away from the true person that's really trying to come in. I feel it. You might know this person, you might not know this person. They might be a bit younger than you. However, they had a childlike mind in the past. It's someone that you know. It's someone that you know. Let's see what else is here, Lord. Whoa, both of these here. Let's see. 6 of Swords, exactly. We talked about being in that Swords, that present position, and that 7-11, that is truthful and consistent. So thank you, Lord, for having my back. However, that 6 of Swords is with that 9 of Wands. That 9 of Wands comes before the Swords. So if we have that 9 of Wands, then we'd have to project it to that 9 of Swords. But the 6 of Swords is where we're at. This is why this blocking is happening, which tells me that that's a 5 of Swords. And that 5 of Swords is clearly what's going to be in between here. That 9 to the Cups there. That 5 of Swords is this mental illness. There's no way out. This fixed mindset. When there's every other way out that you're not seeing. It's a very Jezebel energy that's here to hold you down, to allow you to continue killing yourself over and over and over by the way that you feel. And this isn't necessarily towards them. It's also the way that you feel about yourself. And the way that you feel about yourself is only going to attract others that make you continue to feel like this. So when you get the nerve to finally decide in your own 6, your lover's decision, that you are going to put yourself first, and the way that you can love yourself, so all of this can come in for you. And when you can, you're going to meet that further inner children that are maturing, because they're coming up as knights. They're not coming up as pages, the prince and the princess. You have a knight and a knightess here, but you're currently in this Page of Cups energy. And you're trying to figure out how to love yourself, and you're trying to figure out why. Why didn't anybody love me? Why didn't anybody, try? Well, have you tried? Have you even discovered what you are capable of, and maybe your genetic markers, the way that your personality traits are? There's those of you here that are a complete empath, and you are completely sensitive, and everyone has always used it against you. Now you've decided to use it against yourself too, honey, when really it is a gift for you to understand yourself. And when you begin to understand your enemy, don't they become your friend? 8 of Cups. Oh, I love it. We talked about that 9 of Cups. Page of Cups right here has to go back to that 10 of Cups, that 9 of Cups, which is on the opposite side, 2 by 2 from that Wands. So do you see how he's dividing you, only to bring you back to your root, only to bring you back to your truest form, which is the power of love. But the power of fear is too strong in your mental capacity, honey. And if your mental capacity is off, your heart capacity is off, which means that your middle pillar cannot work together within your masculine and your feminine, within your sun and your moon. Your star is off. And when we are correlating our energies and trying to walk away with this 8 of Cups in our heart and our mind, we can't get them to form together until they both can. And guess what? 3, 6, and 9 would have to be there. 3, the overall power. It's a magician and the high priestess, masculine and feminine with the power of 3. 2 with the power of 3, as he so speaks in Luke 12:49, not peace but division, because he doesn't bring you peace. He brings you division. He wants to divide you from what doesn't make you peaceful. And Jesus, Yeshua, the star, just like you, inside, is what brings you that peace. So now, this 3, 6, 9, because this 9 of Cups is right back here, you just can't see it, but it's there, is going to be your star. Okay, 3, 6, and 9. What happens if your 6 ain't there? You just have a 3 and you just have a 9, which is 9 of Wands right here. Your root is only tanking your middle pillar down. Your root is only allowing sin to happen. Your root is only keeping you trafficked in your flesh scientific test tube, your inner children in your flesh scientific test tube here. When we are allowing our energies to ascend up, as above and so below, because we decided that as within and so without, we gave Jesus permission. We gave ourselves permission to walk this path of self-forgiveness. And I mean, literally, look at, there's you going with your inner children. Shh, let's go. Let's go. They're going to find us. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We love ourselves too much to stay here. We need to free ourselves from Egypt. We have to walk away from everything that we've invested in, but we need to move. We need to go forward. I need to get our mental capacity straight so then we can love ourselves. And then once that happens, our middle pillar is going to open up. 11:11. Thank you, Father. And all pages will be seen. All children will be seen, from wands to swords to cups to pentacles. It'll all be there for you, honey, because you decided to take a look on the other side. Look at how much room you have there. You can make anything you want here. You can manifest it. You just have to say yes. You just have to say, it's 11:33, I'm done. You just have to say, okay, I'm going to move on with my inner children, and I'm choosing myself first, not this person, because I want the true person to come in. And I want to be able to love myself correctly, so that person that comes in can love me correctly. Because if I don't, the next person that's going to come in is only going to make me divide myself over and over and over and over and over. And that is not honoring yourself. That is only dishonoring yourself. When you honor yourself, this whole avenue, the second powerhouse to your chakras, your heart is going to open up its next portal, and poof, you're going to get like that big 2-for-1 deal. You're going to add 3 more: the throat, the third eye, and the crown. And we talked about the third eye because it's breaking. It has friction. 12:13. 12:13, hanged man to death. Your third eye, your crystallized pineal gland, is starting to awaken. It is starting to shift out of its cocoon. 12:21. So then when that star opens up, guess what? It's going to attach right to the moon, because the moon is feminine, and Jesus is always looking for his bridegroom first. And that feminine power, the moon, is manipulative over your water. So that's why it has to attach to the water to cleanse your flood and bring that holy water in. And it is so good. Love it. But then it has to go back to the star. And then it goes over to the sun. Psalm 119, it is the Kuf, the moon. It is the back. It is what is the inside. It is what is really in control of everything. The Resh, the sun, the face, the front, the head, the boss, the chief, the head of authority, the house itself, Jehovah Elohim, the sunlight to the moonlight, the masculine to the feminine. And if the feminine isn't inside the house cooking and cleaning and taking care of the emperor like she so should, how is the emperor going to feel? How is the children going to feel in this house that's dysfunctional? That moon cannot go right to the sun without that star, because that star has to come back and transmute it within this infinity, this 8, this strength. Star, moon, star, sun, star, moon, star, sun, star, moon. As the moon and the star and the sun all move together, it's beautiful. Let's see the bottom of the, no, he wants to, okay, one more. Let's see. 8 of Cups. Let's do that 8 of Cups. Page of Pentacles. I see what you wanted to do, Lord. That's strength. We talked about that 8. It's only going to help you serve your own cups, to self-love cup club ownership yourself, to be able to come in with these messages of love and be able to give your inner children everything you've ever wanted. And if the children inside of the house are happy, that means the parents inside the house are happy. That home is no longer dysfunctional. And you're able to move forward and be happy in love and life, and not feeling like so divided over and over and over and over and over again. And we talked about that 11:11. And if all pages are there, that means the pentacle is what is ruling all of this potential. But there's Page of Swords on the back over here in this on opposite side of this paradigm, this root, this funnel, because it's 2 by 2. But then when the moon comes in, It's going to die 1441, and then that Page of Cups is going to be there, only to backdoor that Page of Wands. Page of Wands, Page of Swords, Page of Cups, Page of Pentacles. It's all together. 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11. And where do you think it meets? The star. It has to completely open. So every single element of you makes 5. Luke 12:49, not peace but division. There is 5 in one family. Well, your family starts with your middle pillar. So you have 5 in 1 over here with your Resh, and you have 5 in 1 over here with your Kof, your maternal and your paternal. And really it's 5 in 2, your 2 fish, your red fish and your blue fish, your masculine and your feminine, your 5 loaves and your 2 fish, to feed you over and over and over and over and over, to the point where you're going to have 12 baskets of leftovers. And aren't you going to be like a Sunday kind of satisfied? After church on Sunday kind of satisfied, I heard. Okay. And that Page of Pentacles is only there to help your inner children grow and mature and help them heal. And when your children can heal, your king and queens are going to heal. And then Isaiah 25:7, he's going to rip the veil off of all nations inside of you, and he will wipe the tears off of all faces. 25:8. And your third eye is going to open, and you're going to see the truth, and you will know the truth, and you will be able to ascend further than you ever have before. Look at all that. Look at how it's capturing the light. Look at, when right now, that's what you got. What do you think is better? They're both yours. You're just accepting this, thinking you're not capable of this. But even a seed can grow. Let's catch the bottom of the deck now. Bottom of the deck. Knight of Swords in the negative depolarizing energy. My goodness, sweetheart. Look at, see, that's that present energy that we are stuck in, is that Knight of Swords within that 6 of Swords. So a knight is going to be 12 minus 6 of Swords. 6 and 6, your lover's position. In Psalm 119, this is the Zine. It is the act to divide between masculine and feminine, between your houses, between your loaves, between everything that's not serving you in your scales and your balance, because 11:11 is here with these inner children, right? Your Libra energy here. Now, when you're choosing, I'm going to go their 6. I want them to feel my 6. I want the world to feel my 6, because John 2:15, 1 John 2:15, I can't deny the world or anything in it, including myself, including the way that my pages were born into this world. Because as I was born into Earth, I have immediately left the spiritual realm, and I have come into the Capricorn's energy, the Tropic of Capricorn, the devil's energy itself. So now I have been made in the devil's image because of my flesh. My flesh is dead. My flesh is weak, but the spirit is willing and strong. And so when the spirit is strong and willing to grow, it's going to overpower the vessel. And when it overpowers the vessel, that is when we go in and we ascend in and we ascend up and we ascend out. And now our whole entire flesh has been reproduced with its numbers, because we are just like him in God's image as a star. Not the flesh. The snake was already there when Adam and Eve decided to and then got clothed in their magician energy. Magician, Psalm 119 goes back to the bet. It is the tent. It is the skin. It is the way that holds the energy as it bubbles it and protects it in every single cell structure. But the high priestess and the empress and the emperor are in there making it all happy with the children. The middle pillars, all through this star to continue going in this own universe, this own orbit. Now, when these pages come in, it's only going to show you, look, this 6 is over here, so your 6 is going to tank and it can't produce any more. But then when you decide to take the rightful 6 and go on your own way, go in, lean into the discomfort so it becomes your best friend, you're going to have 6 with the power of 3. Your moon. You're going to be able to find the truth. You're going to be able to get answers to prayers that you haven't had before, because you never really looked for them. You never asked for them. You're going to be able to find your true self in your mirror, and your inner children are going to come home to you, and you've already met them a million trillion times. You're going to be restored to the numbers that were originally prescribed for you. Let's do one more here on the bottom. Page of Cups. You are joking me, Lord. See? Thank you, Lord, for having my back. Knight of Cups, Knight of Swords. Look at your inner children are just coming together, sweetheart. Look at, that's all I got right here. 8 of Cups, 9 of Wands, 6 of Swords. So the Pentacles is automatically just going to fuel you to exactly where you were supposed to be. And when your star can fuel your moon and your sun, aren't you going to be completely balanced? Aren't you going to be able to roar like the lion you are? Because you're no longer a little weary sheep. One more, he says. We got to do one more. The High Priestess, joking me, Lord. Shut up. Your intuition, the truth, it's always been there with you, honey, and you've wondered, this interference, why do I think this way? Why am I feeling this way? Yeah, it just never stops. How can I get it to stop? Why would you want it to stop? Look at everything that you have to gain for yourself. One more. 8 of Pentacles, shut up, to backdoor that 8 of Cups. There's that Cups and Pentacles right there to cleanse your flood, that holy water coming in. And did you know that he speaks of the cup has to be cleansed on the inside before it can be cleansed on the outside? And this is how energy is going to work. Proxima distal is what this is called. It comes from the inside first, and this feminine energy, the High Priestess, your pillars, and it has to come out this way before this massive Pacific energy can continue forming these little details. The proxima distal energy is going to come this way and extend the limbs out this way until that massive Pacific energy can grow the detailed, the minorly, into our fingers, our details, our nails, the shapes. Well, then we have that masculine pillar as well, 2111, the sun's energy, and cephalocatl is what that's called, and it's going to be head to toe. So as the feminine is going as within to without, because Jesus has to connect to the bridegroom energy, the feminine is going to meet back in the star, the moon to the sun, so that sun can go up and out, as above and so below. So beautiful. I love that so much. Really fast, let's get this future energy really quick before we get that secret card. I haven't forgotten, don't worry, but I want to see, I want to ask. We're going to use my Sun and Moon deck, which is Hebraic. This deck doesn't have knight cards. It does actually have prince and princess, so it's more truthful to the energy for me. And by way of Gematria, it is so beautiful, honey. You are going to be finding yourself. And as you find yourself and you cleanse the flood, because Noah was even directed to cleanse this flood because there was too many unclean spirits because of the world, right? Once this happens, your rainbow, your chakra system is going to light up from your root all the way to your alpha and omega over and over and over. And then you will be a tree bearing fruit, 2211, in the positive way because of your pillars. I love that so much. All right, Lord, let's do death and rebirth. Thank you so much, Lord. 2222 there. Well, we've been talking about that death and rebirth because the 12 would have to be there with the knight. You are currently deciding to no longer suffer. You're saying, God, bring the rain, please. 2233, Luke 12:49, not peace but division. There's 5 and 1 in one family. There's 2 against 3 and 3 against 2 at all times. The father is against the son and the son is against the father, the 2. But then the 3s have to come in, and the mother is against the daughter and the daughter is against the mother. And then the bridegroom energy has to reproduce one more time to bring it back. That mother-in-law is against the daughter-in-law and the daughter-in-law is against the mother-in-law, only to separate this and move on forward. Bring the rain, Lord. Bring my flood. 23 even. Shut the front door, Lord. I love it. The doors, the portal, the Empress energy, the Dalet in Psalm 119. But the hay has to be there, the Emperor energy. And it is the revelation, the fresh controlling air, the heat, the oxygen, to call upon the water to cleanse it, to move forward with all this potential, to break the rock because the water cleansed it. 2323. Gosh darn it, Lord. Oh my God. This here goes back to death. I mean, death, of course, but rain, flooding, water, the ending to all suffering. 2333. Oh my goodness. The end to all suffering. And then what comes next is that temperament energy, when flesh truly begins to manifest itself from the inside out, proxima distally. And then you're going to have the full nervous system, your SEMEC, your electrical prop, the red and the blue, to work in your favor. And that's that current position that you are in right now, honey. God, I don't want to be a victim anymore. I don't want to be a victim of earth anymore. I want to be a child of God. I want to be a child of heaven, and I want to make heaven crowded here on earth because I'm miserable in the way that the Capricorn's energy, the snake itself, has pulled me down into my tower. Have faith, he says. Ace of Wands is there for you at any time. You just have to grab it. Look at that. Rise of the Phoenix there within that Empress, that feminine energy, which it has to start first. Only to fuel your eternal flame, your backbone, to bring in the truth, to bring in the love, to bring in the potential that will never, ever, ever stop. It never stops now. Your potential never stops now. And this is how your potential is being reflected. All you have to do is say, I'm going to do this instead. What's in it for you? Do you want to continue being miserable? Prince of Wands here in the negative. Page of Wands. You're leaving your Page of Wands behind 2 by 2 because you are currently in that Page of Cups position. Beautiful, Lord. Bottom of the deck. The High Priestess. Shut up. It is confirmed. You will find your intuition, dear. It's right there. It is your bestest friend. I promise you. I promise you. 2 of Cups. Absolutely. The inside and the outside, the atria and the ventricle, the masculine and the feminine. And I told you, if this is how you are producing your love on the inside, it will only have to attract you on the outside. The Emperor. See, this hot ass hunky person, or the Empress, you guys flip the adults, is coming in. He's coming in. They are coming in. She is coming in because you decided to go in. I love it. Queen of Swords there in the negative. That Knight of Swords maturing to tell the truth. And then that 4 of Pentacles. I love it so much. 2 by 2. There we go. All right. Are we ready for the bottom of the deck? Excuse me. I saw that, Lord. I put the Knight of Cups in that wrong bottom of the deck. He says, that's not where I want that. So we need to take it back out. Okay. Are you ready to see the secret card? I'm going to grab a drink in my balance because I'm just a little kerfluffled. I can't believe he continues to confirm these cards for you, dear. This is for you. This isn't for me. This doesn't benefit me at all. It benefits you. Would you like to get well? He says. All right, let's see. The Star. He loves you very much. Oh, he loves you. Oh, he loves you, and he just wants your heart. He wants your middle pillar. He wants your star. You are my star, he says. I just heard it. He loves you. He's loved you from the start. What's until I can't even talk.